a harder Timber game since he's playing, of course, versus this Ursa, but he's got 2 other pretty good core matchups versus the Tiny, versus the Beastmaster also. So if the Ursa struggles, JT could just dominate again. So I'm going to be watching him if he's going to be able to have that type of start. I mean, I'm just very much so looking forward to seeing this Night Stalker as well, too, as we've seen it across multiple different regions. I think now we've seen it in, do I want to say every single one? I don't know if I saw it in NA, but I definitely saw it in SEA. I saw it in Europe. I've been seeing it almost everywhere to be able to counter out this Beastmaster. So let's see how Zeal adapts, since we can talk about it, the Helm of the Overlord, blah, 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 you know, Shard versus Night Stalker, all this kind of stuff to counter it. So see what Zeal does to play versus this. There's lots of tips coming out.
Lots of tips coming out, indeed. We had, what did JT say? Let's have a look.
Oh, he did say something. Oh, that's a long one, yeah. Wait, what the?
He had something to say here. Okay, it translates to God of Responsibility. I don't know what does that mean?
Beats me.
I don't know. Don't know if he's referring to himself or he's making a comment on one of PSG.LGD's players.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he's the God of Responsibility of the last game.
Yeah.
He played like such a boss on the Timber, so could be another game where he's able to do that. If he does, if they're able to slow down Shiro, I think he could just take over, really, especially with the way that he played last time. But we'll have to see if that happens, because yeah, it can definitely be a lot harder. If it's just an Ursa, you can sometimes deal with it as a Timbersaw, but the fact that it has an IO behind him might just cause some struggles. But yeah, we'll see how that ends up going down. And yeah, Tiny mid. I feel like this is just, honestly, we saw it like every game last patch, and then now it's just starting to disappear a bit here. So interesting to see that they've gone for this. They wanted something active.
Well, why was it starting to disappear, do you think? What is it that other mids are doing that Tiny's not?
I mean, the spirits are just, they're everywhere, right? And I feel like they just accomplished the same goal, but they transition better. They're super active, and they're not really reliant on like a blink dagger or anything like that, and they scale just incredible.
Sure. And then, like, well, for the scaling of a Tiny, it's like, right, I need to get my Echo, my Agonyms, my crit.
Ooh, Kaka. Walks into tower there by accident. Whoops. He'll be fine, though. Planet. Gonna get 1 courier at the least. Easy. Almost got both. And yeah, nothing to say. He has this matchup that he saw immediately, too, versus the Ember Spirit. So he should have a very good lane on the Tiny also. And let's see, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be looking at Zeal. Does he actually adapt? Does he actually change any type of itemization since he is going to play versus this Night Stalker? We will see in time. I think completely omitting the Helm is, I don't know, it sometimes just looks weird. I feel like these Beastmasters overreact to the Night Stalker, and they just like go mech immediately. I think going for your Helm is still okay. Maybe you just don't go for the full Helm of Overlord. You can still go for like Wraith Pact or something like that after it. We'll see. Definitely not Agonyms, ever. Don't even look at the drums of the Slum.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen anyone do the drums.
No.
Nobody ever gets the drums out.
For good reason.
Yeah.
JT. Going a bit aggressive here. And Kaka probably, I mean, one of the two is making the executive call of just like, yeah, we're just going to pull the lane. We don't want to play in face versus Ursa so we can get these constant hits onto JT. You want to have the positioning near your tower. And he's going to get a really nice pull there. So 1 creep goes through, he's going to be able to deny the full wave. Yeah, Zeal, I like it. Almost every single time I think players just default and you just like start maxing axes and stuff like that. But Silencer, even Night Stalker, these 2 heroes, they do not deal with war in lane.
Look out for fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I see mid. Nothing to say, getting brought low, but yeah, was able to get in and get the water in first.
Yep. He's always going to come out a little bit ahead in the denies just from the, of course, the base damage advantage versus Ember Spirit. Kaka getting chased. We'll get the bounty rune.
That should help.
Should be fine.
Yeah, not enough to be done by this IO on his own.
Nope. He's gonna get the pull, keep it going. Gonna have to just pull it into the tower, unfortunately for him, but either way, it does its job. Lane positioning for JT is very nice here. Difficult for the Ursa to really get those Fury swipe stacks when it's right next to the tower.
Sure. Is this another lane where JT can be sort of left on his own by Kaka, or has he got to stick around a bit more this time?
Kaka's got to stick around, yeah. I think this is very different. Honestly, JT did make magic happen last time, though. He was versus like this Morphling that you shouldn't be able to kill, but he did. Is DY. Dropping low, Planet. Does he want to commit? He does not. This boar is annoying, though. Yeah, level 2 boar is pretty hard for them to really deal with. Even though we do see Ghost, he's still free farming, so all things considered, still really nice. He's actually having better last hits than the Ursa is JT. Has to keep resetting his positioning, but he's still farming. I like the Shiro goes for the, I mean, I don't think he's going to finish the corrosion, but going for this like little casual Orb of Venom applies a lot of pressure to both Kaka and JT.
Absolutely, allows him to get kind of that extra hit off making JT. You know, have to rely on the Timber Chain to get away rather than just the movement speed alone.
Yeah. And he's got, I believe those are the boots coming out also for the Ursa too. So boots plus Orb of Venom. Yeah, he's going to keep JT on his toes.
Top lane.
DY.
DY is going to have Ghost to back him up, but the axes come in, and that will give Zeal the first blood.
He gave it to him. Like, Planet 100% had the last hit. That was nicely done. So Zeal going to have a very quick timing on his helm here. Ghost, it's nighttime. Either way, still difficult for him to really deal with the boar. Yeah, really, honestly, a dream start for Zeal. He's trying to go for the boar, but it gets denied. Nicely done from Zeal.
And is this sort of the build-up that you like seeing on the Night Stalker?
Yeah, I mean, it's standard at this point now. You have to go for this itemization. Just Phase, Radiance, Shard.
Yep.
This game, I wouldn't say, is one of those where it's like, you throw in like a Blink Dagger or something in between, because we have seen that when you're playing versus something like Puck or maybe one of the Spirits. Not the case this time. Maybe eventually, versus Ursa, it's okay, but versus Tiny, not so much. Moves happening around the 6-minute power rune. Kaka will secure bottom rune. I swear Paparazzi he always gets really good runes when he's playing his Ember. Another Arcane. And yeah, Kaka, he has to come back bottom. I like that he checks the rune, of course, but has to be able to help JT.
Looks like with some aggressive play there. And then the mid-top. Arrow's going to be quite off the mark there, but of course was a difficult one to hit with the speed that Ghost has right now.
Zoning him off the tower, though. Catapult is actually doing significant damage up top. DY's got to finish off this catapult here. It's got one or two hits on it, and he will. There we go. But, I mean, look at this tower. They've already done 1,400 damage to it with the pressure that they're applying with this Mirana plus Beastmaster. And Azil, his helm is coming on 200 gold. He's already level 6. A fantastic start for the Beastmaster. So yeah, very early, early stuff coming out here. I mean, last time I feel like we already had like 10 kills coming in, but 1-0. I feel like LGD, this is the kind of the ideal start for them because they want to be the team that's applying pressure early on. They do scale very well, of course, with their draft, what they're playing against, especially with that Ursa versus Night Stalker matchup. He can eat him if he does have this type of early advantage. So I think for them, they're in a very good spot after this first 7 minutes. Kaka, looking pretty dead.
Tries his best with the Dukes, but you're able to dive in, take him out. JT, very close to hitting the 6. So at least try and be able to hit that before he kind of gets back to holding on to the tier 1 tower with the pressure that's coming in from PSG.LGD bottom.
He's just not playing the lane, right? He's just like cutting the creep wave. I like this move. They might go to meet him though, so he does have to be a little bit careful. I think he's gonna be able to see them in time though with his ward. He sees them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He'll be okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Another rune for Paparazzi. Gets blessed. Not a good one. But either way, fills up the bottle as his illusion. And yeah, let's see what Zeal queues up next. Like we said, it's the Dominator I'm always fine with, even if you're playing versus NS, but let's see if he does adapt a little bit versus it afterwards. The Roar coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna try and go aggressive
nice
here.
Arrow.
I get the connection. And Ghost, he'll get taken down. We'll see if Xtreme Gaming can get any kills in return here. They don't want to try and overcommit too much.
LCD's coming.
Yeah, Paparazzi, he's jumped out of it. He doesn't want to fight.
Uh-oh, Kaka. Again.
And we got, I mean, it's a much cleaner start from PSG.LGD this time round. 4-0, making some good moves and keeping their 3 cores in the top 3 spots.
And playing very aggressive. They send 4 heroes top. They know the Ursa's in a fine matchup in a 1v1, so they're going to leave him alone. And nothing to say. We'll get the toss. Gets the rune as well. Nicely done.
Ghost is here, but kind of difficult to kill this Tiny. Especially with the backup of Why You Smiles there, they can't go on this.
They really lack damage early. They pretty much are completely reliant on either if Paparazzi shows up or if JT's there. Zeal.
Yeah, they'll be able to go for the beast. I mean, Why You Smile comes in with the tether. It's keeping Zeal alive here. And yeah, Zeal's going to be fine for now. Kaka's going to get taken down by Nothing to Say. DY goes down. Zeal's still alive. The heals continue to come through from Why You Smile. As PSG.LGD, they've lost nobody.
And Paparazzi's going down. Uh-oh, things are snowballing.
They really are. This game too, PSG.LGD, they're coming in strong.
Not a draft that you want to be hemorrhaging kills like this verse either. They have Beastmaster and Ursa, so the pace is going to accelerate quite a bit, giving a Roshan potential. Tower pressure, also Zeal, level 8 already. And Max Boar, Max Hawk, so he's going to have all the information in the world for his team. Honestly, JT might get pulled out of bottom pretty soon to try to help out his buddies because they have no damage. They've got to do something.
I mean, and against this pressure, whilst you're the team that's, you know, you've got a carry that's trying to build this Radiant. You need time.
Yeah, and it's not a good core-to-core matchup either versus the Ursa. JT?
Sure. See if they can go for Shiro as the Enrage comes to an end. They go for Why You Smile. Finally get themselves a kill on the board here, Xtreme.
7-1. They're okay with losing the IO, though. Yeah, I mean, Ghost is... This is going to be a very, very slow recovery. Sure, as we mentioned, the NS versus the Beast, he's got some type of way to counter him, but versus Ursa, that is a very dreadful matchup unless you have a huge advantage on the NS to be able to counter him. Ursa literally just eats you alive if he gets on top of you. And yeah, Ghost, it's level 6. Zeal is level 8. Yeah, actually, almost level 9.
They shut down Zeal's Spider Broodmother last game, but yeah, his Beastmaster's been untouched here in game 2, completely dominating.
And we see the the arrow.
It's gonna hit. Ghost is going down.
And DY might also too.
I think so. Zeal easily able to dive in.
They used a glyph.
As DY goes down, and Zeal won't be able to TP out. JT able to find something there. And it's a big something, of course, because Zeal have been having such a good time so far this game. So, and JT getting something on the board here once again for Xtreme Gaming.
I feel like probably the next 9 minutes or so are going to be completely up to JT if he's able to salvage things. Otherwise, this game is just pretty disastrous, I would say, for XG.
Oh, Blink and Arcane Rune here, Nothing to Say, ready to play.
Oh boy, Ghost, he shows in mid. They don't have the Mirana right now, though. Planet, he's actually leaping out of base to get there to go for this skill.
They need the +1 of Planet to go for Ghost, as he's still a Night Stalker, still what, 1200 HP to get through.
He might toss him anyway. He might go for this play now.
He'll go for the easier kill, but Global Silence is there. So it won't be as easy as he hoped for.
Still tanky.
Still a lot of damage, but Paparazzi's coming in down the river.
Oh, they canceled the reload.
Avalanche out onto the 2 of them, but JT's in with a slow of the Chakram. They'll take out Nothing to Say.
Nicely done.
See if they can go for more here. As Paparazzi and JT push on, a couple of kills for JT.
There he is.
He's holding the game together here for Xtreme Gaming after what was a tough opening 10 minutes.
Super important, honestly, him showing up for these rotations. Great global and great play from Paparazzi. He got the chains, he canceled the reload, able to wrap around and kind of bait. Nothing to Say there. That's the Blink reveal. Okay, nicely done. Now how do they slow down the Ursa? How do they deal with Shiro a bit here? Because he's having this completely free game. Another task that they're gonna have to figure out. How does Ghost recover? He's holding skill point right now, so maybe looking for an opportunity where he has silence, but he gets tossed.
Get the toss back. And into the claws of Shiro. Not a chance there. Shiro tears him apart. And onto the tower they go. See, with the odds provided to us by a partner, esportsbet.io. Feeling that with this sort of start, PSG.LGD much more likely to be able to take this game too. But we'll see, because Xtreme Gaming, those last few moves around JT is keeping JT in the top spot. This Timbersaw, definitely something that PSG.LGD have to be concerned about.
But probably the only thing they have to be concerned about, though. I mean, Ghost's game is... It's pretty hard to fix as this Night Stalker. I think the whole game is really up to JT to salvage here. There's nothing to say.
Catch out Kaka. The turnaround is there. JT and DY, they're onto nothing to say. They've got him. Not able to take him back to base in time. Why you smile?
JT, every time he turns up, he's able to find these kills. Super important. Ghost, give him the last hit. Try to get him this last hit. Oh.
Right, JT might have to clean up himself. Another chakram should be able to easily hit it. It's a job done. Once again, JT really holding things together here for Xtreme Gaming in this game too.
Good stuff so far from him. Have to make so much space, honestly. Just play super aggressive on JT. He's level 12. He is making magic happen. But we are still seeing PSG.LGD. They are having a very good time. I think Shiro, Battle Fury is done already. And Zio, we do see the build that he's going for. Just the casual helm, and then he's going drums, BKB, and stuff like that. I really like this. Roche soon on the horizon.
Yeah, can they step in and take it, PSG.LGD, or how scared do they have to be right now, even though they've got the lead?
Just got to keep tabs of JT. He is literally everything for the side of Xtreme Gaming right now. Paparazzi also now has a Maelstrom, and he's got another Arcane Rune, so he is going to start pumping out some damage.
Yeah, I mean, if JT can get in on the front and kind of tank the focus from PSG.LGD, a couple of rounds of Paparazzi's toolkit, and yeah, damage is still going to be done by this Ember. Just a question of whether they can kind of play these fights in a way that keeps Paparazzi alive.
They always will have global, so they always have that, like, you know, protection outlet at the least. Seeing Kaka, Urn is done. He's going for the vessel. He's actually pretty close to it. Well, I mean, kind of close to it. 900 away. Very good item, of course, versus that IO versus Tiny as well. But Ghost just, he needs a lot of time. Still not having the relic finished up yet on the Night Stalker. JT, Yules is done this game. Going for a bit of a more defensive route. Playing versus the Ursa. Yules always incredibly good. PSG.LGD though, they're feeling their momentum at the moment. The mech is finished on the IO.
There's a DD.
Has he gotten every, I mean, I feel like he's gotten every power rune, except for like maybe one.
DY though.
The summons.
They'll be able to find their way over to the back lines. They're on top of the silencer. He's still alive, but won't be able to have an opportunity to get global out as he'll get taken down. PSG.LGD ready to move in for more under the tower. They're looking for Kaka. Jump forward for nothing to say. They'll take out the second support.
That might be enough for them to set up the Roche. They might clean up mid tower and just run straight to it. 20 seconds on the Rubik silencer. Glyph comes out. Maybe they just leave it. I think the Ursa should just start hitting Roche, and he will. Kicking up the pace here. 13-6. And they know that Ghost is nowhere near the realms of being able to fight.
No, and with so that outpost already under their control, there's no real way of Xtreme Gaming getting back towards the Roshan, even with the supports respawning right now. So even easy Roche for Shiro.
Even when Ghost does get his Radiance, it's still not a game where it's like, okay, now he can show up to the fights. No, he's gonna need probably just the BKB immediately afterwards. Maybe he omits going for the Shard because he's not playing versus that Helm of the Overlord right away. Needs a BKB to be able to run in. Even then, there's solutions for it. There's a Beastmaster Roar that can hold him in place. There's this Ursa big burst damage. Difficult game for XG. Oh, Planet actually has gone for another cool item also in Atos. So more consistent lockdown for something like this Night Stalker, like this Ember, like this Timber. It's cool itemization. I actually like it. Still playing super aggressive. Oh, a courier. Hello. Thank you.
That was what, waiting to pick up the talisman. So I'll have to make it out himself to the shop if he wants to get that next bit. Still 450 gold short of it though.
XG feeling like they can make a move. It's not easy though, by any means.
They caught it with the end of that scan as well, so PSG.LGD know that something's coming from this angle.
It's another power rune for Paparazzi. PSG.LGD. It feels like they know this is coming almost. Nothing to say. Being very careful here, playing around his vision. Planet's just farming. Yeah, he's got the Atos now done. He's got a Moonlight. Now they can probably go on Kaka. Oh, whoopsie. Guessed the wrong way.
Xtreme Gaming is starting to run straight back at PSG.LGD now that they showed like that. The Moonlight coming to an end.
He's got Radiance.
They're going to get in on top of nothing to say. The Chakram's in, and that's the Tiny Dead. A big move there, and a quick move from Xtreme Gaming.
Keep chasing. Can they get the IO?
I think they can here. With the jump forward, the Remnant, the chains onto the two of them. While you smile, he'll get taken out. The BKB's there, but the Global Bull coming after.
Ghost, he's still in there on Zeal.
Surrounding the Beastmaster, he has to use the Roar to keep himself alive. Shiro, he'll turn towards Ghost, but they've lost the third. It's JT with a triple, and I don't think he's done yet. He could go for more. Shiro's taken out. That's the Aegis gone.
Oh, JT, what a boss.
And they can keep this fight going for more here now as the Ursa's control. JT takes another.
Oh my god.
I mean, he had to pop off this game to get it back into Xtreme Gaming's control, and he's doing more than that. He really is.
He absolutely is. Like little things too. Like his little Yules play there. Like the Roar is about to land on him. He uses himself to protect, and then he can keep going for these consistent kills. Wow, JT. He honestly like did amazing things last game, but I feel like he's doing 10 times more.
Here we go again. Just great read as a team there from Xtreme Gaming to just start running at them. You know, PSG.LGD, they missed that opportunity to get a quick kill onto the Rubik, and Xtreme Gaming, they just go, go, go.
I did not think they'd be able to fight like that at this moment,
super
too.
aggressive into the Aegis of the Ursa.
And now Ghost, he is pretty much fully recovered in the game. Sure, he's still behind this Ursa, but now he can actually probably go for the itemization to go for the shard and then go back for BKB afterwards. Yeah, this is amazing stuff.
And as I always say, you know, in these sort of games, if a team's able to do this when they're behind, you know, when that lead starts to get taken away from PSG.LGD, you got to feel a bit scared for them. You know, Xtreme Gaming, if they're able to play this well from behind when they're ahead, good luck to PSG.LGD. This game's only going to get harder.
JT, I'm so impressed by him today. It really is just such an... This game, it feels so much harder for him to do this, and yeah, 9-0.
Getting an ultra kill pre-20 minutes.
Back to business though, PSG.LGD. They're still strong. BKB on the Ursa. I believe a BKB also coming out for Zeal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shaken up a little bit there, but back to business completely here, going for this tier 2. Xtreme. They need every little thing to be able to fight, so they need a little bit more time before they can go straight for it. And they need nighttime. He's got Dark Ascension, but...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they'll get JT's courier.
Oh, that's the Kaya Sanj.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He still has his work cut out for him this game. At least for the next... I'd say for the next like 5 or so minutes before his NS is fully online to fight. Still, most of the work is going to have to be done from JT, but he's been proving it. DD top.
There we go.
See what they find.
They want to fight PSG.LGD. They know how strong Nothing to Say is.
They have full vision as well, too. They see where everybody on XG just was. Ghost, he's still very fragile if they get the jump on him.
Whoa. Nothing to Say's in with the jump, but Ghost, he's ready to head forward. They get the global off, and Nothing to Say, he just gets blown up at the start of the fight.
But Ghost is gone as well. They got to run on XG.
JT,
he takes the arrow. Oh, no.
I mean, he's going to die for that.
He sure is.
He is certainly going to die for that one, so... PSG.LGD, 2 kills, and honestly, the 2 biggest ones. They'll also catch Kaka here. Back to business for PSG.LGD. And shutting down JT, the biggest kill on the board for them right now, taking out this Timber.
Yeah, Ghost still just, I mean, he runs in and just gets evaporated in like 2 seconds there. The double BKB's the Roar. They just still can focus fire him quite easily. JT's been doing amazing work, but yeah, LGD still feeling their power. This Ursa Shiro is just, he's tremendous. He's gonna bash her also too. He is like 2 full items ahead of this Night Stalker.
We'll see how Xtreme Gaming is able to get on the map and try and make space for Ghost to get that next item.
They're feeding him tomes and everything. They're trying to make sure that he can try to recover, but it's still a very difficult game for him at the least. JT, I mean, yeah, so same thing. Most of this game is still onto JT, even though he's making so many things work out for himself. It is just this hard matchup versus the Ursa. Smoke up. Let's see if they can find something here. Well, it looked like they were going to smoke at least. Everyone gathering, but... BKB's back onto Shiro. He's got Basher. How do XG deal with this? Watching Ghost farm, it's so sad right now still. Super slow. He's able to get closer and closer to this BKB. Bottom of the course. And okay, JT. Kaya Sanj, but he's going to probably disassemble. Yeah, and he's going to have that halberd any second now. So maybe some slight answer toward that Ursa, but LGD feeling super strong. BKB finished up on the Tiny as well. Kaka.
Oh.
Quickly deleted. JT bails away.
I've got to be careful with this courier. He's got it.
Ghost, yeah, still so far behind. Nighttime does kick in, but difficult, especially into the BKBs now at this point. Very hard for them to try to find any type of snag. Even JT, even though, like I said, like doing so much work now into BKBs, it's a lot more difficult for him. In XG, they're pretty limited on where they can go out.
JT, just trying to see if we can get the catch onto Nothing to Say, but not able to do so immediately. They'll smoke up with the 5 of them.
They have to try to do something to stop the Roche soon. Arrow. Just a scout. Ghost just needs to farm. This feels tough for them to run into here onto LGD.
Yeah, they're really trying to fight as 5. It's going to be tough. Double sentries there. I mean, a sign of kind of the struggles that they're feeling right now.
LGD, they've got the positioning here. Nothing to say, it's in. 3-man avalanche.
3-man avalanche to start things off. Shira's able to jump in as well. He's already torn down 2 of them. The 2 supports going down. Over to JT he goes. Triple kill for Shiro.
Well, I mean, JT did have a bit of an explosive time, but this game is feeling pretty over now at this point. Ghost just, he can't farm. He can't even find any type of anything pretty much to get this BKB online. Now it's Roche. Shiro, he is just way too big. And yeah, 2 buybacks, but they can't actually go out there because that outpost is taken.
So they, Ghost at least able to take out his courier, so there won't be a full Abyssal Blade.
Ghost. Uh-oh.
They found him.
Goodbye.
Another one for Shiro.
Well, at least we get blessed with the game 3.
We certainly will, and always fun to see the game 3s as well after we have like 2 games like this. One game, Xtreme Gaming, pretty much stealing the show. This game 2, PSG.LGD, they are very much in kind of complete control. Other than those short moments where JT popped off, this has very much been all PSG.LGD. And yeah, it's going to take something wild to turn this game 2 around. It looks like PSG.LGD should be able to shut this down in a team fight or 2. With the lead they have right now, 13k advantage. Aegis on Shiro, they're pushing the high ground.
I'm still very impressed with JT, I gotta be real. It's still super amazing stuff that he was able to do on this Timber Cell this game, even though if it didn't, it's not gonna get them any type of win or anything like that. It's still very impressive. I mean, this net worth, he literally has double net worth on the Ursa.
They get the toss back. JT is able to get the use of the Timber Chain off to the side, but he'll still go down. Shiro pushes in with the BKB, takes out Kaka, double kill for him. The Raw controls there, out onto the Ember. Atos as well, locking down Paparazzi. There's 4 heroes dead, and they'll indeed call it. One more team fight was all that it took. As GG's called, PSG.LGD take this game 2, and with that, we will be going to a game 3.
I think top just goes way too rough. There's like no way for Ghost to recover, even if they get, this kind of...